this is I can do better. And Joe wants to make it out to be something it's not because he then says out of the blue during this video here that high IQ people can recognize patterns and then use that as a way to say that he's a high IQ person. Then he ends the entire clip with this.
What are the odds that the guy that kills me is the guy that wins the game? Oh, there we go.
Yes, what are the odds, Joe? Again, what are the odds? Now, I have just put in a just fun little thing, and I've added Joe's current killer, also getting the win. So Joe's killer wins, Joe's killers die, Joe's total death, because we need the odds that the killer wins and the odds that the killer dies. Joe's killer there didn't die, so it's a 1-1, so the odds are 100%. Okay? Good. This I will just use an argument as to why I'm not actually going to be using Joe's Fortnite fraud videos because he ends up doing this.
Point of view as well. The opposite, for the inverse reason.
He ends up doing that. So I will use his live streams as a way to see how many times, and I will only count the killer winning and the killer dying when we see it. So I will also show how many times he just skipped it, just to get a better perspective as like the lies he's adding to. So in his live stream number 12, you can see the title there. 3 days ago, you have Tima Lad, the Tima Lad, whatever, killing Joe. Then you see Joe here. Here, go through the different names to find his killer. None of them are named Tima D Lad, whatever the name is. So that's a time where Joe died and his killer died. So that's now 50% for each. Onwards to the next. Here we have a moment where Joe dies and he then clicks ready up. Come on. There we go. So next match starting in, died to a person. So I will not count this as a percentage calculation. So I will just add it down here. And then here we do Joe's total deaths. Joe's death. How should we add that? We do it down here. Joe's total death is then calculated as this one plus this one. So out here we just add the other and then the total here. Now onwards to the next. Here we see Joe die to Dr. Thumber and D. Yeah, continue. And this counts as Dr. Thumber MD dying. You can see Dr. Thumber MD still have life, dying, automatically swaps over to Dr. Thumber MD's killer. There we go. Joe dying to Strawberry Ryan. Now I'm gonna see if he dies or just continues. Here we have the moment. And Joe's killer dies. Another one. Extensia. Joe, you want to claim your killers are winning the game or claim the odds of it are good in their favor, because what are the odds? Here we have the moment. Joe's killer also died. Seriously? So with what we got so far, Joe died 6 times in total. 5 times he saw his killer at any point in time. 20% of them winning, 80% of them dying. What are the odds? Continue. Kitchen knife. Not even done with his death screen or XP calculation. Spectating kitchen knife dying. Okay. Dying to Kane 1231. And Kane 1231 dying. Mm-hmm. Here Joe's died to Sissy Montana. And Joe returns to lobby. You can see that. So this here will not count to either one. Dying to Fenatskev. And Fenatskev died. So far, Joe, it's not really looking that good for your killers. The odds are really not in their favor, so killing you is actually bad for them. Joe died to Marafi, I guess. Joe chose to spectate Marafi for quite a while, and then he went into his Be Right Back screen, which then followed up with him coming back from the Be Right Back screen, and unfortunately, Murphy is not there because he got into a new game. So, counts to just leaving them alone. Joe died again. What about his killer? Joe chose to queue up. His killer is still there. And he found a game. Counts to not seeing it. Joe died to this guy here, Blay Len, whatever it meant to be up there. What about him? Here we have the spectate moment. And the killer died. Joe died to that person there. Still spectating. Oh wait, did he go back? What? Did I go back? I did go back. I will not count that. My bad. Here we have another moment. Joe dies. H. Smith. Here we have the moment. And H. Smith died. And the moment. Joe dies. You can see in his gestures, he's cheating. He does it all the time anyway. Dies to Black Grizzly. He was analyzing his own clip. Done with it, went back to the game. And Black Grizzly died. Joe died to Sendibot. Sendibot is still alive. And Joe found another match. Doesn't count to theirs. So this here is a negative count. Or, no, not negative, neutral count, sorry. So far, almost done with the first live stream. I could continue. And I promise you, it will continue exactly like this here. Either Joe doesn't watch them to the end, which he only didn't do 5 times, or Joe's killers basically die all the time by someone else. Basically, this is how it looks. I will continue, at least with the first live stream, latest live stream. Joe died to Dima0312. Joe are analyzing his death multiple times. He goes back. He hasn't done anything yet so far. He clicks, you can see here, eliminated by Dima, still the same death, still the same calculation. Clicks ready up, and he's not spectating Dima, which means Dima is dead. Joe died to Mr. Chicken Nugget, and Joe found another match. So it will not count as an odd for them or for or against them. Here we have Joe dying. He dies to fall damage. This will not count as anything. I'll just show that it's a death, but it will not show as an enemy or anything else whatsoever. So I will add this differently. I will add it down here, total death plus suicide, fall damage equals suicide. That's the only way I know you can basically kill yourself without being killed by an enemy. And you can see here, if I get to actually pause the right moment, it does not have any like indicator of who he died to, because he didn't die to someone, he died to the world. Joe getting killed by John Geiner, whatever that means. Young Geiner still alive, 0 for the next match, spectate, and he goes, be right back. He then actually does come back, and Young Gainer is still in here. I think I literally pronounced their name 3 different ways. Holy crap. Is still alive. They're still alive. Joe ready. Stop. Joe ready up. Joe found a new match. Does not count towards anything. Before I continue, let me just highlight one thing. Joe, or among the 5 last people, literally just killed the 6th player there. So like he is really good at getting close to it, and sometimes other times he's really unlucky and just dies at the beginning. People needs to die at some point. Now I will continue searching. He's the 3rd player left. So after this one here, it's a one-on-one. So this is going to be interesting. I'm not going to pause here. You're just going to see because he dies. So he placed 3rd. Now there are 2 players left. He died to Asi, I think. He's spectating Asi. This is going to be interesting, actually. I I don't know what to expect from it because it's a one-on-one, and he's gonna. Wow, Joe, are you kidding me? You just don't have the patience to see whether or not your killer wins or dies. Wow. Okay, he's just done with the analysis, so to say, of what happened and how he died, and then the player disappears and the item disappears. So I take that because he's still spectating I see and it didn't change over to another name. Does that mean he died to the winner in the duo? Yeah, this is how the player looks like. So it seems like it's the same person. This is also the crown and such, Joe's items, I imagine. And this here is the moment where Joe soon goes over to spectate his own clip. But we don't see anything move or jump out, so it's a little difficult. So you can see he changes back the scene back from analyzing the clip over to here, and it does seem like it's the exact same player. So I will give that to Joe. You died to King Official. Here we have the moment. King Official died. Joe died to MG Cookie Sack. Joe loaded up in game and never saw MG Cookie Sack die. Joe died to VRN Chambi. WRN Chambi is still alive and he ends his stream. Thank you for watching. So this here will not count towards anything either because you didn't see whether or not it was one or the other. So the odds for your killer to win, Joe. What are the odds? 13.33%. The odds for your killer to die, 86.67%. Like, I would rather not kill you if these are the chances for your killers to do anything. I would rather not even touch you, Joe. Like, it seems like they have poor chances of survival if they're in a fight with you and killing you. Heck, even the moments you didn't spectate them to the finish, and we then added as them um, either winning or dying. I don't know why it does that actually. 2 seconds. Nope, I understand now. It doesn't make 100% because we actually don't know whether or not it went up in either of these two here. We just increased this one here. So it will make a little like swing. But because we cannot add it, we can just take their chances of doing it down. That's why I didn't want to add it originally, because it would give a screwed picture of the real percentage. So this here is how it really looks. This here is because Joe removes or goes into another match before figuring out whether or not they actually won or died. Again, this here is how many times Joe died in that entire live stream. Now, one thing that would be super funny to see is how many times Joe calls anyone in that entire live stream for a cheater. However, it is a 5 hour and 3.5 minute long live stream. So it is really, 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 really long. And I need to watch the entire thing in order to see how many times he calls cheater at a specific person. And I cannot just like skip it to when he dies or anything. It's even the people he kills or the people that kills the person that killed Joe. Anyone in particular during this entire live stream. It would be so fun to see how many times he calls someone a cheater. But fuck it. This year I will keep the odds hidden. This year is to show he got 5 kills, 6 encounters, calling sus 1 time, meaning I'm also counting the times he's just like not killing. Not even because he didn't get the kill, but because not even because he didn't get the kill by someone else stealing it, but also just disengaging the fight. That just any encounter. Also, if you start spectating and calling someone else a cheater, any encounter he had with someone. Okay, I forgot to mention something. Um, I will not pick this. I will not pick this here as encounters, either this one or this one.
I feel like another bot.
Another bot.
Yeah. I'm in a bot lobby, mate. I'm in a bot lobby, guys.
This here is why. I will not pick when he calls them bots, because it's unknown whether or not they are bots, but because he says so, I will take that as him saying they are not legit players, like legitimate actual human beings. So he decides what I take and what I don't. Jesus Christ, this has like I got it double speed. You can see it double speed. And holy Christ, this is taking a long while. 23 encounters, calling cheat indication or any type of sus, log on, aimbuddy, whatever. Anytime. He did that 8 times. Compared to how many times Joe's killers won or died in total, with how many times Joe has died, together with how many times how many times Joe died without watching the killers to the end. Like, the odds, Joe, are not in your favor. You're calling cheat, sus, whatever, far more times than you're actually like knowing what you're talking about. And when you then die, you mostly don't even present it as actual cheating. You're just presenting it as you dying and demanding they must be a cheater and nothing else. I'm not. I'm already tired from this. Oh shit. So like, I'm tired of watching you in two times speed, double speed, and only getting 1 hour and 22 minutes into your video and still having these stats here, Joe. It's really not looking good for you. No, I know what cheat looks like. No, you don't. You don't know what cheat looks like. You're literally showing people who watches your streams that you're calling cheat, sus, aim buddy, aim lock, whatever, all the fucking time, and you're doing it just out of pure spite. You're doing it purely because you die and nothing else. There are no reason to call these 8 encounters for cheat, sus, aimbody, lock on, anything whatsoever. Even people you kill, you're calling cheats on. Like, it makes no sense for you to do this, Joe. And then you go forward in your clip here somewhere and say the cat skin is a cheater's symbol. I will now take Joe at what he says here, and it is very weird for me to listen to because I have listened to him speak so long for double speed, so this here sounds like he's speaking slow motion. But yeah.
Look at that. That guy's fucking aimbotting, bro. Every single time, though, it's exactly the same symptom every time. As soon as you start getting hit where you're not, that's the guy that kills you. And he almost always has hyphens in his name or underscores in his name. Almost always. Like, it's the same pattern over and over and over and over again.
Hyphen or underscore in your name. Well, you are Joe Blue hyphen the anti hyphen cheater on YouTube. On Fortnite, you are stars hyphen blue s dot t dot a dot r dot s hyphen blue. You cannot just separate you as being, no, I use it because of reasons. These use it because of cheating. No, 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 that's not how it works. But continue, Joe.
Like, how can you ignore the pattern? You know, they say that
How can you ignore the pattern? Hyphen, hyphen, two hyphens in your name right here on YouTube. You have a hyphen in your name on Fortnite. How can you ignore the pattern?
it actually, I heard somewhere, I can't remember where I heard it, but I heard it recently. They're
Okay, so trust me, bro.
saying that one of the key fundamentals to a high IQ is pattern recognition. So, like, if you can't see a pattern happening and then be able to make a connection with that pattern happening, it might be because you got low IQ in it.
Okay, so if you cannot see a pattern, it's because you potentially have a low IQ. Then we take that, Joe. Pattern recognition. What type of people invent patterns that does not exist? Apophenia and pareidolia. Pareidolia. Apophenia is the propensity, propensity, propensity to mistakenly detect patterns or connections between unrelated events, objects, or occurrences. Hmm. Okay. So what, Joe? You are now admitting that you yourself are a liar. What do I mean by that, you're asking? Well, in your live stream, the last live stream you did with Fortnite, day 12, 3 days ago,
Can't stop cheating. We got a cheater here because we got the cat skin.
we got the cheater here because we got the cat skin. It's a freaking skin in Fortnite. Uh, seriously? You're making a skin in Fortnite be the pattern. You kidding me? What was it that said? Apophenia is a propensity to mistakenly detect patterns or connections between unrelated events, cheating, and Fortnite skins. They're not related. You're mistakenly detecting a pattern or connection between these two things. So what? We should then say you are a fake superhero because you are making yourself be a superhero and you're calling yourself the anti-cheater, but you're lying about people cheating. You're not giving substantial evidence to people actually cheating. So you're just a fake cheater? No, a fake superhero, sorry. A fake superhero? That's what you are? Because the pattern speaks for it? Literally, the pattern speaks for you being a liar, Joe. The numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. You cannot say math is lying just because it doesn't benefit your narrative. So you, Joe, are the liar. Even the fucking psychiatrist way back during his study of schizophrenia, like even shrinks, medical people, medical science are telling you that you're wrong. Like I don't know how many times we can say this, Joe, but you really do need help. You really, really do need help. And I sincerely do think that you're gonna get it.
They say that it actually, I heard somewhere, I can't remember where I heard it, but I heard it
Trust me,
recently.
bro.
They're saying that one of the key fundamentals to a high IQ is pattern recognition. So, like, if you can't see a pattern happening and then be able to make a connection with that pattern happening, it might be because you've got low IQ in it. See, because you know, and you're deliberately trying to obfuscate so that people don't cotton onto it, or you just got low IQ and you can't.
Or that you're creating patterns that does not exist because you suffer from apophenia, which is a study in schizophrenia. Like, dude, which one is it? You cannot remember your evidence. It could be a Google search. I can literally just Google search it. I don't want to. It's his job. He made the claim. He didn't provide it. But this year, like, Joe, it really isn't looking good for you. I don't care about Wikipedia. I don't trust Wikipedia. That's why I search it. And NESLab is providing the dangers of apophenia. Not everything happens for a reason. There's literally a fucking an entire article saying not everything happens for a reason. It's not that serious, Joe. But yeah, I didn't go further into the video, so these stats down here are only within the 1 hour and 20 minutes, 22 minutes of his video. I hope you enjoyed this slight presentation of Joe magically seeing patterns where there are none. However, numbers don't lie. When people kill Joe, they have a higher chance of dying themselves than they have of winning. When Joe encounters someone, there is a higher chance of him calling them a cheater than them actually winning a game. Numbers don't lie. Enjoy.